a word of warning and, well, encouragement. This video, I'm talking about working on mobile vehicle air conditioning systems, which are subject to the Clean Air Act. Make sure that you're complying with all of the rules and regulations contained in the Clean Air Act, particularly Section 608 and 609. I happen to be a certified automotive air conditioning technician. I no longer work professionally in that area, but I do still hold a certification in that field. If you don't know what you're doing with automotive air conditioning, this probably isn't the video for you. This is really more of an encouragement for those like me, that probably not a lot of us, but like me, that started out as a mechanic and moved on to another field. I had my system pulled down and the refrigerant reclaimed before it was opened up, and at that point the rest of the work commenced because the system was already open and we were compliant with the Clean Air Act. Now, if you can't do that, if you don't have access to that, if you don't know what you're doing, leave it to more experienced, certified people. Really, the environment will be better for it, and you'll be better for it. Well, here we are in the car on the way to Harbor Freight Tools. I'm on my lunch break, and I got to pick up a vacuum pump. Harbor Freight appears to have a pneumatic operated vacuum pump that'll run off my air compressor. We're going to check it out. Here we are at Harbor Freight Tools in Webster, Texas. I'm parked kind of far out. Not because the car needs the be protected from parking lot rash, but because I need the exercise. So here we go in. There's some tips and tricks to shopping at Harbor Freight. I'm sorry about the jiggly video. I'll try to straighten that out in software as best I can, but I don't have, this isn't my GoPro, and I don't have the gimbal with me. When you go to Harbor Freight, try to have their coupons. Their lowest prices are almost always on the coupons. I don't have one with me. I'm going to try to see if they have one in store. Hey folks, this particular Harbor Freight does not appear to have the stand with the flyers on it, so I'm going to try to pull it up from the website. It's going to have to happen from my phone, so you guys are going to have to bear with me. I'm in the automotive service aisle, and I'm starting to look for that pump. Okay, so vacuum pump, looky here, air vacuum pump. There it is. With R134A and R12 connectors. I would be stunned if I end up working on an R12 system, because if in the off chance I ever buy an old enough vehicle to use R12, I guarantee I'm going to rip the 12 out and replace it with 134A. As you can see, the pneumatic fitting on it is a female. I have a bunch of male threaded male quick connects at home, so we're good to go. Okay folks, we're back in the car. I was able to pull up the 20% coupon online. The cashier had no problem taking the coupon code and entering it in the register. Gave me $4 off, so the price before tax was $15.99, $1.32 in tax, so $17.31 is my grand total out the door. And sorry, I've got this in selfie mode, so for my vacuum pump, the last parts finally came in rockauto.com. It was the expansion valve, so I have to install the expansion valve, the receiver dryer, the lines, and the inlet screen on the suction side of the compressor. I have the inlet screen kit that I got from Amazon. It's the one, the AC Delco kit that AC Delco recommended with their compressor. All of the components except for the expansion valve, our AC Delco. The expansion valve was 4 seasons. Honestly, the AC Delco valve was like 4 times the price of the 4 seasons, and I've never had a problem with 4 seasons AC components, so I just went that way. Anyway, that's it. That's the new vacuum pump. I look forward to putting that to use shortly here. I don't know necessarily how shortly. The weather needs to cooperate with me, and honestly, I have other things going on that are taking precedence right now. I've mentioned it in the blog. I hesitate a little bit to mention it here, but I might as well. We have an elderly cat who is having some difficulties, and she's a beloved family member, so I'm spending my time that I can with her and with my wife, and we're taking a lot of video of her, and we're enjoying what time we have left with her. So I may not be getting projects done as quickly as possible, but you know, projects are one thing. Spending time with family, the people and the animals that you love, you know, it's worth it. It's worth delaying, you know, having cold air in the second car for another week or so. I will be doing the final work on it here shortly, though. I'm probably going to be doing it a piece at a time. I'll probably stab the expansion valve in, get the screens and the lines on, and then I'll go ahead and lift the car up, because the receiver dryer is behind the front bumper underneath the car. It's not accessible all that easily from the top of the car. You really need to be under it. So I'm going to get everything I can over the hood done first. Then I'm going to go under, do the receiver dryer, button it up, and as soon as it's buttoned up, as soon as all the lines are tight, that's when we're going to put the charge in it, and or not put the charge in it, but vacuum it down. I do need to get some PAG oil still, but that's really a non-issue. I just need to go to Walmart and grab some PAG oil or some R134A with PAG oil. I'd rather put the amount in that I know what I'm putting in. I need to dig up my injector. If I can't find my oil injector, I'm gonna have to buy a new one, and they're a pain. I don't know. They say the compressor is preloaded with oil. I don't trust that vacuuming the system down and holding vacuum that you're supposed to. I don't trust that that's not gonna suck out all the oil. So I want to make sure I've got the right amount of PAG oil in there. So that's it. I'm going to do some research on it, and well, guys, I'm also going to be continuing to clean my shop. Like I said in my last video, if your shop's dirty like mine is, get out into your shop, clean it up. If your shop's clean, get out there, dirty it up, so you got an excuse to clean it. Do your projects, be safe, and have fun. I'll talk to you guys later.